Did you have lunch? So?
Yes, thank you. Yeah, just in time. So we're supposed to be talking about art. You want me to talk about my stuff?
Would you introduce us yourself?
Okay. Well, you know who I am.
And then we can just start casually. I divided my monitor in a half and half. And on the other side, I am looking at your website.
Okay.
The most recent work I see, no public access.
Oh yes, in Grenoble.
How did it go?
Yeah. Well, that's interesting because that came about from meeting Elena in Korea. That work is directly connected back to the Korean project. I wouldn't have done the Grenoble thing without having been in Korea, which is kind of is where I met, meeting Naeun years ago back in Lyon when I did a project there. So there's all these connections between artworks and people.
Do you have a picture of your work you did in Lyon?
It's on the website. It's the Crossing the Tate.
The stair.
Yeah, you found it?
Yeah, it's really hard to see if it is artwork or just a picture of a Tate.
Yeah, you recognise them from the Tate.
Wow.
That was because Bikini, that gallery is so small, such a tiny little gallery, and I wanted to compare that gallery to one of the biggest spaces I could think of, which was Tate. And so it's that relationship between the bottom, not the bottom, but the art world, the sort of artist-led, and how that relates to the big galleries, the big national, international art world. But also a recognition that the big galleries and the international art world can't survive without being fed by the little artist at the bottom.
That's important.
So I wanted to see how much of the big gallery I could get into the little gallery.
The stairway from Tate Modern is like an iconic stair. That's why you chose stair?
Yeah, it was very, very distinctive. It was a very distinctive part of the architecture. I get really interested in architecture anyway, and particularly stairs and lifts and these kind of liminal spaces in buildings.
Liminal?
Liminal. You know the word liminal? No?
No, I don't know.
It's a space in between.
Okay.
Spaces in between, so work, and a lot of that artwork is about those sorts of spaces.
Yeah.
They're not living spaces, they're not spaces that people spend much time in. It's spaces that people move through. But I've had that conversation before about the relationship between the artist-led and the bigger funded galleries, because I did a piece in Bristol, and that was in a way the same conversation. It was an artist-led space, but I borrowed the architecture from a public gallery space. I don't know, I'm constantly interested in that relationship, like what we're doing now.
Yeah.
The stuff that happens at the ground floor with artists doing it for themselves, and how that relates to the galleries that have loads of money to spend, spending millions of pounds on their spaces, and what is the relationship? Because sometimes there seems to be a very big gap, but one is dependent on the other. Although the bigger galleries won't often acknowledge that, I don't think they admit to it.
You were interested in about the relationship between a big museum and smallest. I thought it's some kind of critical gesture for art scene or something.
You're talking about the stairs in Lyon? Yeah, the title is called Crushing the Tate. Yeah. So it sounds like it is a negative. It sounds like I'm being critical.
Yeah.
Crushing the Tate. When it wasn't meant to be critical in that way, but it was also to somehow to be an acknowledgement of that relationship between the two. I don't know if anybody at the Tates has ever seen that piece of work.